Well, happy USDA Day today. That's what we got. Broadly unchanged. The market's broadly unchanged for soybeans. That's what I'll talk about now. Some a couple of ticks better, some a couple of ticks worse, but nothing earth-shatteringly market moving. This was what we were all waiting for. We got what was broadly expected. So the market's actually telling us that by what it's done as far as moving. It's definitely reflecting the fact that we didn't get surprised. If you want to get a little bit more granular, I think what's interesting in that July contract for soybeans is that we're kind of being hemmed in here by the 50-day and the 100-day moving averages. And what are those moving averages? Well, in July, that's going to be 873 and 3/4 to the upside, and to the downside around 849 and a half, right? So I don't like getting too detailed that way, but you can just basically say between 850 and 875. That's been something that we've been kind of hemmed in between here for a little while, and that's going to be something that's going to give us an idea about if we break outside either one of them. Now today we're getting close to we're up the upper end of that. We're getting close to breaking out of that in some of the other contracts. So keep an eye on it, because when we do reach those levels, it definitely brings in some interest and maybe some more buying. The funds are modestly long, about 20,000 contracts, and they might add to that if we can kind of give them a good direction, and they're all looking at the same things that I'm looking at. So that's July, hemmed in by the 50 and 100-day moving average. Let's move over to November. We hit the 100-day moving average yesterday, but we failed to get above it. Today, that 100-day moving average is about 880. And so as of going to tape here, again, we were within a decent, spending distance, as they say, of getting through that level, about 3 or 4 cents away. And that means that's not that big of a deal. But again, that's going to start to attract attention if we can kind of get through that and settle above it. That's what these guys will look at. So, the news we got today was fundamental, right? Supply and demand. Those are big fundamental things. Once we have the fundamental news out of the way, then you're going to see a lot of these traders move to the things I just said, these 50, these 100-day moving averages in both July and November, because that's a technical indicator that we can kind of look at while we wait for our next big news that's fundamental. So that's kind of how these guys look at this stuff. And I think that these technical levels are a great little roadmap on a day-to-day basis, so you can kind of get an idea about what the other guys are thinking. And so when you have an understanding of fundamental news, supply and demand, you have to kind of have an understanding of what the technicians are looking at, and this is what they're looking at. So keep that in mind with these 50 and 100-day moving averages, because they're kind of coming into play here in the short term.